Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome again to my channel. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to be part of your day. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget I'm going live June 20th. I will put the link below. I'm having problems with my StreamYard. It's streaming from a different channel of mine, but I'll put the link below. Hopefully you guys will get it there. Be streaming with Lindsay again, celebrating Jen's birthday, June 20th, 5 p.m. All right, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. I know I already said that, but I'm going to remind you because half of you are like on the fence. It can't be comfortable on the fence, so come on over to our side. Gilgo Beach, guys. Gilgo Beach. So the latest is that Victoria, Rex Heuermann's daughter, is supposedly in on the act. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying, that's preposterous. That's not. There is nothing that is preposterous anymore. We have seen some shit. We have seen some shit in the short amount of time that my channel has started to take off. We have seen some stuff that we shouldn't have seen. I mean, we've seen somebody stuck in a suitcase saying that they can't breathe and somebody laughing at them and then stupid enough recording it. And now somebody who's trying again and again and again to, I don't know what. They're not liking their attorney. We've seen that. We've seen a man, we've seen a piece of abuse his own son who's no longer with us. We've seen almost a 300-pound man that is now accused, and they're seeking the unalivement penalty for him because of how he treated and what he did to his girlfriend's daughter. So, guys, we've seen a kid starved in a closet. So we've seen some stuff. So I don't put anything past. So people saying that this is absolutely ludicrous, there's no way, and then they find these very disturbing images that this woman has of artwork that is just pretty much is the crimes that her dad is, being tried for. He's being on charges for, and I think there's going to be more because there's a lot more. There was a lot. They just got it. Listen, they got this guy's, they got all of the family, unfortunately, all of the family's hairs in these burlap bags that were found. They have his DNA on places. But they're saying that the family was not in town at any of the times that these crimes took place, and they have, about the time that these crimes took place. So, but his daughter, they're thinking that maybe his daughter, she's 27, her name is Victoria, they're thinking that his daughter, because of some of the depictions that she has of artwork with dismemberment. Yeah. So, and supposedly there's one or two images that she has that are very much like the way that they found some of these women. So we already know that he is being tried for 6. He had no emotion when he was charged with 2 more. So he's charged with 6 young women who were unalived because he's just... how do they explain? The wife is still saying, my husband didn't do. It just so happens that you were out of town during the time of these. You can't look at that and say, well, that's a little suspicious. Not 1, 2, 3. There's 6 now. 6. So 6 of these times, supposedly you were out of town. You can't look at that and say, well, at least 4 for sure. I remember being out of town. That's a little suspicious. How did this stuff come about? How did they get my hair, my kid's hair, his hair? Why is there blood that matches his, so the fact that you might not want to believe it and the fact that it probably happened, I don't know. I can't understand how they would get this one guy's and their family stuff. There's just, and then they find that that manifesto or that blueprint that they wanted to call it, that to me was just like this smart guy. I read you the blueprint, right? Or bits of the blueprint where he's talking about, make sure that you sleep good the night before so that you have extra energy. Make sure when you hit them hard the first time so that you just catch them off guard. Why do you have to remember that? I mean, the fact that the guy wrote it down is something that is very questionable, but I mean, in all thought, wouldn't you know that? Like, come on. You would know that. So But I'm glad that he did that. So, yeah, so there's people just saying, I mean, this artwork is dark. I can appreciate, I can appreciate, expression. I certainly can appreciate expression, but some of this stuff is just very dark, and it would cause concern anyway. She's 27 years old. She doesn't need to be thinking this dark. There's something that's not, I don't know. That's the way that I feel about it as far as that goes. And, wow. They're really saying that some of this stuff is very much like from Hannibal. Like, it might as well have just been come up from Hannibal. Yeah. So Victoria was born in 1997. The family's still living in the Massapequa home that he, was living in, obviously. And they're still saying he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to... I mean, like, wasn't it weird? His wife, wasn't it weird that he had, like, a manifesto? I mean, seriously, unless the guy's writing screenplays. I mean, that I can understand. I used to keep some notes, especially when I was writing jail dramas. I used to keep notes, of course, like things that would be shanks, used for shanks and such like that, for notes. Supposedly not what this guy did. And, my DNA ain't showing up anywhere. So, but the fact that people could say, yeah, you can't believe that just because it sounds like it's impossible anymore. We're not supposed to believe that something didn't happen because it sounds impossible. It's not possible that there was something weird going on. There's already something weird going on there, right? So it couldn't be that, I don't know. I'm not saying that if the daughter was involved, I don't think she was involved in all of it, obviously, because these started in 1993. But she married him, so his wife and him got married in 1996, and Victoria, she was born a year later. She has a half-brother, so I don't think her half-brother is the same dad. His last name is Sheridan. Yeah, 6 people he's charged with at the moment, and his DNA is on all 6 of them. How do you explain that? I mean, these women were decades apart. How do you explain how your DNA is on all of them? I mean, and how does the wife sit back and say, that's not possible? I mean, I'm not just talking about hair. How can that be? So, to me, I don't think anything's impossible. It would be very interesting if it was true. I don't know if it's true. I don't know, God, I don't know. He could try to protect his kid and say, I did it all, and if you let her off the hook and leave it alone, I'll admit to everything. So, will we ever know what happens? Because when things like that happen, we never find out about it, right? And it's always this miscarriage of justice. And then 10 years later, we find out we have a female woman serial unaliver. Guys, I think that we need to start changing up our judicial system, because when we let people off the hook, things happen, right? Things clearly happen. All right, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thanks again, guys. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and share. Always be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys.